How's it going today, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Benny Jean, and today I will be bringing you This Land Is My Land. This game is currently in development still. This is early access. It is for PC only, but you can play on controller, as I will be doing. Makes it a little harder because sensitivity is not pinpointed yet. But let's get straight into it. This game is about being a Native American and taking your land back from the people trying to colonize it. You play as the chief of the tribe, and you're starting your own resistance in order to stop all the settlers and retake the land that is rightfully your own. Now, your name, which you'll see here in just a minute, actually dictates certain things about the game, such as skill point gain, weight, stamina, health bonuses, or special skills that you start off with just because whatever name you picked. So be careful what names you pick. Now, there are a few. I have tested this game for a few hours beforehand. That way I know some decent names just from messing around with it. Now, the irony of it, if you just put one or two letters, it will say name is too short. The funny part about this, if you use the word is too short, or the phrase is too short, you actually will be surprised you get 5 warriors out of it. And that's a pretty big start, because you start off with 2 and yourself almost normally. 2 to 4 by yourself, or plus 5, which might be 5 in total. I still have yet to figure that one out. I'm pretty sure you just get 5 on it, because when I tried it on, I actually started with 7. I'll show you here. Use this too short, you get 5 warriors, plus 5 to your starting ones. That's not the name I will be using this time, because I found one that I want to try out, because getting skill points or SP in this game isn't the easiest. You have to either kill things, craft things, or take over land, kill the people, or intimidate them. There is a karma system, I'll get onto that in a minute, but those skill points are very crucial. You have different things you can do with them to enhance your character. And I'll go ahead and pick my name, which is going to be Bush. No, this has nothing to do with any presidents or anything like that, but it gives you a lot of your skill points, plus 30 weight, so you can carry 30 pounds more, which is great. It's great to start off with. I have tested this one before, and I absolutely liked this one more so than Is Too Short. Now, there are other names you can use. I will probably come out with a video dictating, or not necessarily dictating, but showing off a list of 20, 30 maybe really good names you can use. Set yourself up right depending on how you want to start, depending on what type of playstyle you want. Now, I like to not do a whole bunch of killing unless the people just get to me. You know how it is when you play certain games and one person just kills you over and over and over. Sort of like Dark Souls. That person I tend to kill. But yeah, that's the point of the game. Some people it tells you to kill in certain quests due to what they have done. The quests sort of have a backstory depending on if you're willing to read it and look into it, or you can just go off and do your own thing. But the quest, of course, like most games, will give you extra of your spell points, good or negative karma based on what it is, and will help you upgrade your own resistance settlements, your cities, your camps, or your outposts. I mean, they're all called camps, but you have outposts as well, which are fast travel points, as well as points in which you can drop your items into it, and it can go to any of your other camps. Now, I'm going to start a normal start just for this playthrough. No point in going insane just right off the rip for you guys. Now, if you want me to, I'll run an insane one as well. Probably will die a lot, but that's learning experience, and it is what it is. I'll do it if I need to. Now, load screens are sort of long sometimes. I have a pretty decent computer, but again, the game is still early access. They put a lot of hard work into it. It looks great. My settings are only set at medium, that way when I'm recording it doesn't mess with it too much. But when I'm not recording, I can set it up to high to ultra high, and it runs smoothly, it runs great. I don't really have any issues out of it. But you have to mess with your settings. If you don't mess with them, sometimes it's very blurry. But again, early access is going to have a few bugs here and there. Alright, and here we go. Tut view. Some other people, this is people against you. Alright, we start, recently rescued warriors told me that a person responsible for the massacres which led to the almost complete annihilation of my people is staying in one of the camps nearby. I will find him, make him pay for all the pain and suffering he has caused. This land will be mine. Alright. And from here, I'll switch over to the controller because it's a whole lot easier. So you start out here, let's see, back screen, here's my inventory, you got your crafting and tutorials. It's going to pop up a few times here soon. You're going to see them. You can't stop them at the moment. All you can do is exit out of them when they come up. Now crafting, you got everything you can normally craft and how much of the skill points it's going to give you for crafting it. All these higher ones are ones you have to learn, which we're going to automatically go ahead and learn the hunter's bow as well as the regular arrows. Now wooden arrows can be used in ancestor's bow or wooden bow, as you can see with down at the bottom, and regular arrows are used with the hunter's bow and the sinew backed bow. Those two are the bows we're going to try to run all the way up to get as soon as we can. We only have, by the looks of it, one person right next to us, so we will get to them here in maybe 20-25 minutes. Maybe next episode, depends on how long it takes me to gather the ingredients I need to get enough arrows to go take them out, just in case things get hairy. Besides that, you can toggle back and forth between your own things, so your arrows, bows, healing potions, stamina, mixed potions, and miscellaneous stuff further down at the bottom. Obviously, you got your objectives. Your main objective is finding the root of all evil. Obviously, you got your 3,000 here to give you. I gotta find a fort, which I have no clue where it's at, and kill the leader. Now, it's specific kill leader. Sometimes it's not, sometimes it is. And you got, of course, regular ones, and you can add ones into it out of your crafting menu, which I'll show you here in just a second. But first we're going to go to skills. Now you have a few different traits you can go through. You can go through your warrior, your scout, your chief, or your hunter. Hunter is, they all pretty much are exactly what you're going to think. Hunting, gathering, concentration to slow down time. Most games always have a clutch like that. Picking up herbs, skinning animals, and your stealth. Now chief stuff is going to do more so with your camps, such as tribe gathering. They gather 50% more resources from gathering, same as hunting, as well as improved gathering. Find flint, rare plants, mushroom parts when gathering, which is really good. I like mushrooms for poisons. Clean your karma off, which is real good. I'll explain karma here in a minute. And leadership. Attracts more warriors when a new group arrives. Now your scout stuff, you have spyglass. Obviously you know what that's going to do. It's just a little periscope for you to be able to look closer at the enemy, see what's going on. Your endurance. And improved grab means you can grab at higher health ratings. At first it's like 16% health before you can grab someone while you were in combat with them. If you are stealthy enough and you sneak up on them, you can get that without needing that. Now, improved intimidation. Intimidation times do make a difference sometimes. Every now and then when you go to intimidate someone else might walk up onto you and attack you in the middle of it. Now, you can cancel it. In the first iteration of this, you could not. They have since changed it. It's good call. But you want to lower those times, it's all for you. Let's see, improve stone. You have stones you can throw as well as one of your special skills you can use. I'll show you those here in a few minutes as well. And this grants you the ability to hit them in the head and just stun them for a second. Obviously, detect enemies, reveal enemies on surrounding you territory. So I'm guessing that's supposed to be your territory. So I guess it'll show up any enemies that are currently surrounding my area, which is great. Such as reveal territory, also a really good one. It shows, you can see over here on the side how much it shows. It'll show that 30% bigger, so you can see just a little bit further out, which helps sometimes finding places that are like this one. This is not good people, and those are settlers that we either need to kill, intimidate, get them out of our land. And it helps see a few more of those without having to try to scout it out, because once you scout out further, because I can come all the way down here and come to this outpost, light it up, and be able to travel back and forth between that and my camp. Now, all this fog around it will stay fog until I light this campfire up, and then it'll go a little bit further around that. Now that 30% will also go around it, and it's great. It's an amazing perk to have at some point in the game. Now these you're not needed to grab into right now. That's why they're so high. They're sort of interesting though. Now you got stay hidden while smoking herbs. Now when you smoke your herbs, that helps you with your concentration in order to slow the time down. That's what that one's getting at. And roar lets you roar like a bear in order to scare your enemies. Regular warrior skills, you know what this is going to do. You got your health, your damage, silent tomahawk, healing, higher weight capacity, stamina regen, health boost, stamina boost. Now bow accuracy, which is one of the ones we are going for, because that is really good to get early on, because all you really start off with is your bows. So get your accuracy headed up quickly in case you need to kill someone in a pinch and you're not just firing 30 arrows at their face and going just beside them, because you're not very accurate with it. Same with your pistols and your rifles. And besides all that, you got your social here. I have not done anything with social yet, which is great, you know. Oh, what is this? That's nice. All items received from social may be lost if you will leave the game without saving. It's recommended to rest on a campfire. It's great. You can't put items in social if it's overloaded. Alright, rule not applied to all actions with social, like trading. Alright, final. That's a real good one. Character stuck, it'll help you get you unstuck. I've had that in other games, and there's nothing they can do for you to get you unstuck. You're just stuck there until either your teammates killed you, you killed yourself somehow, or an enemy killed you. Social trading, I don't know anything about social trading yet. I haven't really met anyone else who really plays this game. I'm trying to get some people into it. Maybe we can try that out at some point. Now, we'll go ahead and start off, craft our wooden bow and a set of wooden arrows for it. Now, so here we go, another tutorial like I was saying over here. Use my mouse for this because it's just a lot easier in this area. Alright, now you see this, and collect ingredients for 5 wooden arrows. Now, each one of these numbers that it's going to show, for each 5 is 5 wood it's going to make you pick up for it. So, you can do 25, search, and that adds an objective over here for searching for 25 pieces of wood. Now they will show up right next to you. That's what all these little diamonds are. Let me zoom in. All of this diamond right here, that white one, that's what that is. This is your little camp, and that's your enemy, your outposts. Now if you hit the back button, oh, B on the Xbox controller, or right click on your mouse, you get your waypoint. Now your waypoint will show on your compass, which is great. And that's pretty much it for this area at the moment. I mean, you can see I've only got 3 out of 10 people in my camp. No problems with that. You can go into your camp, tell them to attack, gather, settle other areas, or patrol, or go to other camps once you have more of them. Now once you're at like an outpost, you can use travel to, put items, disband if you're at a camp that you don't want anymore or don't need, or people are encroaching on it and you need to just back off for a while. Disband is pretty good for that. Upgrade when you get the ability to, which increase the amount of warriors who can live there when you get the ability. I haven't seen any boars yet. I've seen a few buffalo. I was not able to kill them the times I've seen them. Stags I have killed before, but I did not have skinning. Now I do know a name that will help you with skinning. I'll have to find it, and I'll put it on that video I'm going to put down for y'all. Now add camp inventory requirement. What this will do is tell your warriors that are in your camp, this is what you need to go get. So, regular arrows, and this is how many you need to get. And it will require them to keep this number in stock at all times at the camp. The processes over time, camp members can craft only learned recipes. So they can only craft things that you know yourself. Now let's go ahead and get out of here. Hit the back button again, get rid of all these tutorials that are going to show up. Alright, now here's the special skills I was telling you about. You got your throw stone, you got your smoke herbs in order to increase the flow of time and lure the enemy. Coyote sound, you cup your hands around your mouth, look at a target, make them sound like a coyote. They come to you, you take them down. That's the one I like to keep out. It works best for me. Some people like throw stone better. I like the coyote. Now from here, let's see where are they at. You see those little diamonds, that will be the wood. Now press left on the D-pad, or there you go, equip my weapon. Automatically equips your arrows with it, which is amazing. So much better than Skyrim in that aspect. Granted, I absolutely love my Skyrim too, so I can't say anything there. Alright, get some more wood. As you pick them up, you see more will pop up. Some will even appear inside these rocks, which is pretty cool. I know it's weird just due to terrain generation, but I'm pretty sure the game's procedurally generated, which all that really means is that the game will look similar to everyone else's, but not 100% exactly the same. You might not have, an encampment right above yours like mine has. I had another one just recently that I did before this game that I played, before I started recording this video. I had 2 encampments at it. One at the top, one on the bottom. And if I didn't take care of them both quickly enough, they will encroach into my area and take out my warriors. Can't have that. Now when you start, you have however many warriors you start off with based on your name and more than likely your difficulty rating as well. I have not tried that one out yet. I'll do some playing around and get back with you. And more tutorials. I hope they allow us to skip those in a future update. But currently, let's see, there's 10 wood, that's another 10 arrows. Now the best part about this, you saw my objectives, it's 10 out of 25 already for wood. But as soon as I go into craft and craft these arrows, it pulls that back down. So now I'm back to 0 out of 25. Now I have noticed once you have this custom objective out there that it tends to put the items close to you. Some you have to walk a little bit, but if you watch, I've had games where I haven't found any in walking for minutes and minutes on end, 10-20 minutes, and haven't found any piece of hickory, which are your wood. Oh, where are we at here? There's a camp right here. Carnivorous bivouac. Probably not going to run that one. Foresters are actually a little bit larger than what I want to start taking off. If I get the chance, I'll probably start off with the Connor Forest, get our outpost up and running, double check everything down here, come back around, and then hit them and get them out of our hair. That's what the game plan is currently. Let's see. Still have a few points. Really want bow accuracy 2, but I'll probably just hold off for now. Sneak 1 is also really good. It helps you evade the enemies if they find out where you're at while you're trying to take them out. Now, like I was saying a minute ago, I was going to bring back up the karma system. Up here is where your character's name is and where your karma goes. These little dots here, your karma, they're identical both sides, but they both start from the inside and work their way to the outside dots. Now you have good karma, bad karma. I haven't seen too much with them yet. Maybe because it's still in early development, or it's because I haven't gotten far enough along with them. With good karma, you're supposed to have more people try to join your side, including settlers, so you don't have to try to kill all of them. There's going to be some that just switch to your side because you're better people than who they are. And then bad karma should be sort of the opposite. People like these over here, it's another group of Native Americans, might not want to join just because you have bad karma, which means you're putting too much heat on yourself, which will put too much on them, and they won't do that to their own people. But for now, let's get all this out of the way and run up there to that camp and see what we can take out. Now when you get up there to camps and anything like that, when you go to lure the regular people enemy out, the humans out, then the settlers, any bandits, anything like that, you have more than one option. Obviously you can go in, bow swinging as much as you can get, but the regular wooden bow will break real quick. That's why we wanted all those SP, so we can go ahead and get the recipe for the hunter's bow. As soon as we get rid of these areas around us, we can send our warriors out to start auto picking stuff and go ahead and start working on getting them geared up to fight, because when you start, they don't have weapons either. You automatically get the gear you need in order to make a bow, a regular wooden bow, and 5 arrows. From there, you are on your own. That is why best go ahead and get yourself 25, 30, 35 arrows with a whole bunch of extra wood left over. That way, in case your bow breaks quickly, you got another one you can make. Which bow takes some wood and some flax. Now, you've seen me been picking up a secondary red bush, which is called buckbrush. There it is, buckbrush. Buckbrush, you get your normal other ingredients. Buckbrush is a tea you can make for health over 1 second, and you get 60 back. You can see I only have 350 health, and 2 per 1. So what do I got here? 4 of them. That's good enough to get me a good bit of the way back, if ever they actually hit me, because when their guns hit you, it hurts. It hurts a lot. Some have shotguns, some have revolvers, some have in real world it'd be called a Henry repeating rifle, and here they have multiple different versions. But you catch what I'm getting here. They have some guns that are just extremely powerful one-shots, and some that are nowhere near as powerful but multi-shot, and some that are both. Some that are multi-shot with a lot of power behind them. Early game like this with a regular wooden bow, I don't suggest attacking bears. Now, speaking of bears, there's one right here. This is what you would consider a good hunting ground. Now up here is a passive mob, looks like foxes. And down here is an aggressive mob such as bears. They will attack on sight. When an enemy sees you, you usually get a red arrow above their head in order to know, hey, this guy sees you. Now, it only normally works with animals, And the humans tend not to only have that until you intimidate them and try to run them out of their camp. Get a little bit more. That's plenty for now. Let's see if I can make more tea. That's 6 in total. Alright, now I will go to objectives and I'll track this one instead so that my current one is out of, that wood one is out of my way from constantly seeing all those diamonds pop up left and right, and I can see what's going on with my enemies over here. Now you see a prison. It says Camp Connor, it's a prison. Any warriors that get caught and sent to prisons or to forts and you rescue become your warriors. Like I said, the whole point of the game is essentially, it's pretty much like, what is it, Civilization, but it's more interactive. Alright, so here's some people here. You gotta be careful when you're going into an area. That's just telling you, nope, we want to stay in there. I was just telling you what I was telling you earlier, that you can't grab people until they're about 16% health if they know that you're there. If they don't know that you were there, you can grab them immediately, which you're going to see here in just a minute as soon as I can howl at one of these guys. Now, I'll have to get a little bit closer, which I don't like to do. I don't like to get this close. But now you see my reticle turned into that. There's that howl. He will do nothing apparently. Alright, let's get him again. Sometimes it don't work. Sometimes they don't want to come towards you, and sometimes they just don't know. But let's try the other guy. But yeah, be careful when you're going into camps, because you can see more people show up out of nowhere. Sometimes they're out in the woods, sometimes they're not. Come on, guy. He ain't coming to save his life. Alright, let's try guy number 2 again. Will you come this way, please? He's not coming this way either. Alright, so this is failing big time. Normally doesn't happen like this, but it's funny. The game's always different. May seem boring to y'all for a minute here, but it's not wise. Early stage, just go running in, bow blazing, trying to kill everything. Take your time, pick them off. Gotta be smart about it. Oh. Now you can switch your view. Oh, tell me we can get him now. Tell me we can get him now. Come on. Come on. There we go. And now you sit and wait, and when he comes up on you, nope, it didn't let me do it. Ooh, tell me he didn't alert them. Oh, he alerted them. Did he? Did he alert them? Am I safe at the moment? Oh, Dustin Pollard. That guy. Names such as Dustin Pollard up here that you see on the special person report are people that actually helped get the game off its feet. They bought the full premium version of it, and they get to choose names that come into this game. And there's a real funny one. Hopefully we get the chance to see it later on. I saw it in one of my very first playthroughs, but we'll see. Yes, you can pick bodies up and run away with them, and it is great. They see a body, they will be mad. They will find you. Speaking of find me, I took a lot of damage there. There we go. It's good enough. Let's see. Can I get him too? Come on. Oh, no, 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 don't come to. One of you, not both of you. Just one of you. Yes, 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 better. Now maybe I can show y'all what I was trying to do a minute ago. When they come up to you, they don't start to see you if you're crouched down like this up until they are right on you. When they're right on you, let go. For me, it's Y.
I know where it is.
Yes.
There's nothing else to say.
Good. Now, the more you kill, the worse your karma becomes. The more you scare people off and let them live, the better it becomes. Now, this is what I was talking about a minute ago. When you're intimidating someone, it takes a minute. You're going to sit here over them. There's no real animation for the intimidation. It's just sort of him picking stuff up, which I'm pretty sure that will change later on. Then he'll get up and just run away. Hopefully he'll run out of the camp far enough away that it will trigger and give you good karma, give you extra SP points for it, and it's one less guy you got to worry about. Let's see where we sitting at. 1610 on skill points. Everything else we're good on. Ooh, he's too far away to come here. Alright, let's see if I can get a little bit closer without aggroing anyone. Where are you at? Like I said, bear with me a little bit. These controls are still not set for the sensitivity it needs to be. I'm not sure how to set it right just yet. Because you set one and the whole thing moves a lot faster. Move it slightly less and it still moves the same speed. I might just have to take his head off and be done with him. But it's probably best to find his friends first. Let's see. Yep, he's not coming from his angle. Yes, there's an outpost nearby. I'm aware. Thank you, tutorials. Now, where's that other guy that went off? Now, enemies do go away so they can go to the bathroom, sleep, they eat. They do normal NPC things. Yes, come this way. Or... stand there, I guess. Come on. It's just a little coyote. You can kill it. See if I move a little closer, if it'll alert to him. No. What about now? He ain't worried about us at all. I don't see his other guy that was in the tan from earlier. It's not a good thing when people disappear. They'll come out here in the wilderness like you are and sneak up on you. Let's just,
Look, enemy right there!
And this is why you don't want to do that. Woo! If you can escape their line of sight, go a completely different direction, you can lose them, but they will track you for a good minute. They shouldn't come this direction, but they might. I've had them do it before, and I have lost them doing this before. So, let's get all the way over here. What was that? It's a deer. That'd be really good for us right now if I had the time. For the hunting bow, you need sinew, which means deer. Deer will automatically give you sinew when you kill them, but how much is chance? It's regular RNG based. Now, come back up on the camp from... Oh! Where was he at? I have no clue where he was. This is what I was getting at. Once they get in this brush like you are, you can't see him. Oh, there's one of them. You can't always just leave the area, come back. The people that are dead still. The ones you interrogated and made leave, or intimidated and made leave, they're still gone. That's the best thing about it. As long as you're taking people out one at a time, you're slowly dwindling down their forces. As long as you don't get knocked down, you're fine. Now it is... Oh wow. Tutview sent a group to get gold. I'm still pretty sure I can't see them yet. Yeah, no one around us. But every time you get knocked down, you lose... Your people become worse off for it. And the enemies become better off. They expand their territory. They double their numbers. Stuff like that. We're in the... No, we're not in the fox grounds, but they are right here. Maybe we can find him again here in a second. Alright. Nope. Now let's go back to the camp. Maybe those guys are back. Sometimes they won't be, sometimes they will. Usually if you evade them for long enough, they go back. It's just, next part is a matter of where they are when they get back. A lot of times they hang out outside the perimeter, or where you got caught last time. See if we can see anybody out here. Yep, there's one guy there. We know there's at least 2 left. Where's the other one? It's probably still over there back where we just came from, which is not a good thing. Yep, come here. Thank you. Alright. See if we can take him down like we did that first one. Well, second one, I guess.
I can be useful. I can tell everything you want. Wait,
Constant Maurice.
here's my belongings.
His skill level
There's
is
nothing else to
experience.
say.
Now you can see at the bottom right who he is once you actually get up close to him, and their skill level. Skill level for him just is experience, which is actually pretty high for this early on, but you'll get, it depends on where you're at. If you, some places you go to, you get veterans such as the forts, and just regular unskilled laborers, or new privates if you want to call them that way instead. And off he goes. Take it he don't want to be over here no more. Here in a minute, maybe we can finally finish this off, and then probably call an episode there. Started up late. Started up at another time. It is pretty late here as it is. I gotta record late currently due to regular, stuff going on at home. But there's no problem with that. I have a really good job, and I don't have to go in till 9:30 in the mornings. So I've got plenty of time to record in the middle of the night. So I'll record as much as I can of this for you guys. Keep the series running. See how far we can get it. Maybe start over once they do another major update. We'll see. Depends on what really happens in the update, or if it affects older saves or not. Because if it don't affect old saves, might as well start a brand new one off. Maybe get somewhere a little bit quicker than just one camp per episode. But now you see I'm only at 0.3% of my land, and they're at 1.5 at the moment. No, scratch that, they are at 15 at the moment. Oh, nope, that is 1.5. It's just that color is a little hard to tell where that period's at, if it's even there. Oh, and they just got some backup, which is not good. This guy right here will be a veteran. It says he's unskilled. He should be a veteran. And he is part of a patrol. Now you do have patrols that will scour the areas from one place to another and protect their people. Now you've got multiple ways you can take them out. Same as regular guys. You can just take them out or let them talk to you.
Kill me or leave me.
Alright, let's take everything he's got and tell him to take a hike. Which is great. That means the patrol's gone now. He looks like he was the only one. Now I just gotta find whoever this last guy is and wherever he's at. And get him up out of here. Yep, group from Connor camp vanished. That means this whole campment should be... No, it's not. That was a group from here. So that wasn't an actual patrol. It was just some people that moved over here and decided to patrol. Which means we still got at least one more person to kill off. Or scare off one. Like I said, it's better if you just scare people off. It's not as much fun sometimes. Sometimes it's great just to be able to get a revenge kill on a guy, because if they try to take you down, you get a new quest for a revenge. You can either scare them or kill them, and if they end up taking you out more than once, then eventually it switches straight to kill.
Wait, here's my belongings. I can be in use for you. Please.
And you got nothing else to say to me, so I have nothing else for you. Take everything you got and get you out of here. Make sure no one else is around. That might be our last guy. If it is, I'll send my people up here to collect all the loot in this place. They'll collect it, get up out of here. And that would be it for here. Besides the prison, of course. That's where those people came from, was the prison. Connor Forest Bivouac. Another Connor. Nope, Folly. And Camp Connor. So we're going to have to get rid of Camp Connor here probably next. Now these encampments are not easy to take out. They got a good amount of people in them. Same as the other ones. Why does that say empty? That's weird. It's not supposed to say empty if it's got a question mark like that. Yeah. Not a whole lot I really need over here. Actually, that one guy to leave. Alright. You don't want to leave? I got you. Maybe. And maybe not. There it is. Alright. See, I got the good karma for getting rid of the bivouac, but the bad for killing old boy here. Otherwise, what I'm getting at here now is this camp is completed. There's no one left here. It is no longer on the map, but a big X. These guys will come out here and check it out here soon eventually, but that'll be it for this episode. We'll start that back off on this next one. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know if you got any suggestions, anything you want to see me do. If you want to see more killing, maybe we'll get into that route. I do like scaring people off better because it gives you the good karma. I'd rather have my people build up a lot quicker than a lot slower. But we might do a second completely different playthrough, maybe on a major update when we have to update it, and go more of the heavy killing route, show you what the full karma, bad karma is as well. But with that, I think that's where we're going to call it an end of the episode 1 for now. And I'll see you guys the next one. Later. Alright, let's go get some sweet tea. Check that one before I do anything else. As long as it's good, then I'll keep recording just like I am. Maybe get new episodes in for 3 and go to that all night. Don't tell me it fucked up. Don't tell me it fucked up.